students, very good morning to all of you. This is my 7th lecture of 12th chemistry. Today we are going to discuss half-life for zero order reaction. Half-life. The time required for 1/2 completion of given substances is known as half-life. Let us consider a zero order reaction in which A converts into B. Means here a reactant A convert into B. When T equal to 0 means initial concentration of reactant A or product B, product 0. T equal to 0 means when reaction not started, means initial means starting concentration of reactant A is A and product B is 0. T equal to T half means concentration after half completion of reaction is, means T equal to T half means when reaction completed half. In such case A minus A by 2 means reaction is half completed, means initial concentration of A is a small a. After when reaction half completed, then concentration of reactant remains A by 2 means half, and concentration of product means B becomes half. So we know that from zero order reaction T equal to X by K, and in case of half-life means half-life for zero order reaction means this is this equation for zero order reaction T equal to X by K, but for half-life means for T half equal to A by 2x. Here x is concentration. So half-life of zero order reaction T half equal to A. It is clear from above relation that half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. It means that when concentration of zero order reaction increases, its half-life also increases, and when concentration of zero order reaction decreases, then its half-life is also decreases. So from equation B, from equation here means from this equation T half by A equal to 1 by 2K. When this A come here in denominator, then it becomes T half by A equal to 1 by 2K, and here K is constant, means rate constant. So T half by A equal to constant because this term is constant So T half by A equal to constant. Now T half 1 by A1 equal to T half 2 by A2 equal to T half 3 by A3, so on T half n by An. So this is the formula of half-life for zero order reaction. By using this formula, we can calculate numerical problem related to zero order reaction and half-life for zero order reaction. Now, graphical representation of zero order reaction. Rate is directly proportional to concentration to the power 0, and when we remove concentration, then a constant term is used. So here rate equal to K, and value of this term is 1, because we know power of anything, when power of anything is 0, then its value becomes 1. So rate equal to K, and we know rate means dx by dt equal to K. So graph for zero order reaction, rate or rate constant, between rate and rate constant is like this, and when T half equal to A by 2K and T half is directly proportional to A, means half-life is directly proportional to concentration. When concentration increases in the same rate, half-life also increases. So graphical representation for half-life is like this. In this case, rate equal to constant. There is no changing in rate with time for zero order reaction. That is why graph for in this case, graph for zero order reaction is like this. This line indicates that rate of reaction is not changing, it remains constant, or in this case x equal to kT. Graphical representation for zero order reaction in this case x equal to kT, like this. First order of reaction. The reaction which follows flowing rate law expression is known as first order reaction. Rate is directly proportional to concentration to the power 1. Means this rate law expression is known as first order of reaction. Means when rate is directly proportional to concentration to the power 1. Means when concentration to the power is 1, in such case it is called first order of reaction. So this rate law expression follows first law of reaction. First order of reaction. Let us consider first order reaction in which A sign of pro converts into B. Then a constant term is used. That is why rate equal to constant means rate constant, and concentration of reactant A is 1. So where K is rate constant for first order reaction and K equal to rate by concentration A to the power 1. So K equal to rate by concentration A to the power 1. Unit of K for first order reaction. The unit of K means rate by concentration. and we know unit of rate is mole per liter per time, means per second, and unit of concentration is mole per liter. So mole per liter is in numerator and in denominator also. So mole per liter and mole per liter will be cancelled, and T inverse. So unit of rate constant for first order reaction is time inverse, means second inverse, because we know unit of time is second. So T inverse means second inverse. This is a very important point for this chapter. Most of time objective question comes from this point, so you must keep in your mind these points. Unit of rate constant for first order and unit of frequency are same when concentration of first order reaction increases or decreases by n times the rate, then rate of reaction also increases. This symbol represents increases, also increases or decreases by n times. Means when concentration of first order reaction increase or decrease by n times, then rate of reaction also increases or decreases by n times. Okay.